With you, there is always a takeaway for me.
Yeah, so how many years is that? 1989?
That was a long time ago.
Yeah, my mathematics is not very good. But today marks another anniversary of the death of Samuel Sokchukwu Okwaraji. He died on the top of the National Stadium, August 12, 1989.
Did he die in action?
He died in action.
Oh my God.
Nigeria. He suddenly collapsed and he couldn't be revived.
Was there a national honor for him?
Well, was there a national honor? I don't think so, except for the fact that there's a bust erected in his memory in front of the National Stadium in Surulere, Lagos. Okay. I don't know of any other national honor.
Does that equate to a national honor?
It doesn't. It doesn't. But again, the name Samuel Okwaraji resonates. Okay. You know, every time, every year, especially August 12.
That's a very sad story, really.
Sad story.
Very sad.
May the soul of Okwaraji continue to rest in peace.
Amen. Amen.
So,
yes. Today, as always, we have a lot in package for us today. In the news, pep talk, definitely pep talk to kick your week started and keep you going. You just have to keep going. Do you have a choice? No, you don't. And then we'll be taking phone calls while reading the newspapers. What's in the news in the newspapers today? We'll take your phone calls, we hear out your reviews. You just sit tight. When we get to that segment, we're able to share your thoughts with us on the program. And also be having Nigerians speak on a very important topic, and we'll be wrapping up with trends. But before we wrap up, we'll be starting. And this morning, we'll be taking a quick break. And when we come back, we'll have in the news.
We thank you so much for watching us. That was weather forecast for the day, and quickly we are moving on to the next segment of the program, which is where we look at some stories that are hitting the headlines in Nigeria and beyond. It's called In the News. So this morning we'll start with this one from the Federal Capital Territory, Abuja. Of course, no, not Federal Capital Territory. It's about the new minimum wage. 27 states and the Federal Capital Territory have yet to set up committees to implement the recently approved 70,000 naira minimum wage. The states are Plateau, Kebbi, Sokoto, Nasarawa, Bayelsa, Delta, Osun, Ekiti, Zamfara, Benue, Enugu, Taraba, Gombe, and Kogi. Others are Adamawa, Niger, Anambra, Imo, Ebonyi, Oyo, Akwa Ibom, Bauchi, Katsina, Kaduna, Cross River, and Yobe. However, 7 other states, Kano, Kwara, Ogun, Borno, Jigawa, Ondo, and Abia, have set up implementation committees. Only Lagos and Edo are claimed to have started paying the minimum wage. Recall that President Bola Tinubu signed the new minimum wage into law on July 29, 2024, after meeting with leaders of the Nigeria Labour Congress and the Trade Union Congress of Nigeria, TUC. Lara?
Yes, please.
So,
I guess it should be excited that Ogun State has taken a step, they set up a committee, and we should be expecting results soon, correct?
Yeah, and we should also call on other states that have not set up committee, for the implementation of the new minimum wage to do so, because the only way, for the only way Nigerian workers, will be able to cushion the effect of the economic situation in the country is for them to have more money in their pockets, and the only way they could do that is to have their wage or salaries increased. So now it's been increased by the federal government, but some states are full.
They're just silent about it, which is quite unfair to the workers.
It's good that our state has set up the committee.
Okay, let's move on. The National Drug Law Enforcement Agency, in a nationwide operation, seized multi-billionaire worth of cocaine concealed in heavy-duty automobile pivot shaft, Ghanaian fabric, kente, and other items. This was made known in a statement by the agency's Director of Media and Advocacy, Femi Babafemi, and shared on the agency's website. The agency disclosed that it also intercepted 2.32 kg of cocaine at a courier firm in Lagos and recovered 10.494 kg of cocaine at the same logistics company. NDLEA Chairman Brigadier General Muhammad Buba Amawa, which had commended the officers for their efforts and urged them to continue their fight against drug cartels. I know of, or I've seen, I shouldn't actually say that I know, I've seen pictures, videos of those who they have arrested on the NDLEA, or even those immigration officers caught up at the airport. I've seen videos and images of very funny places, and even places that you can never imagine that people could conceal cocaine and other harmful substances. And you would marvel that if they can channel this level of smartness or innovation or whatever it is you choose to call it into something positive, wouldn't the economy be better?
Well, they're trying to make their own economy better.
They're trying
But they keep getting them arrested. That's the funny aspect of this. And they keep doing it.
They keep doing it.
Getting them arrested. People concealing cocaine in their stomach, in odd parts of their body, it's not something new. It's been like that since the 80s in Nigeria. And they keep arresting them. They get them arrested and they keep doing it. I think some people just feel that they could do it and get away with it.
I think some people do get away with it. Yeah, that is why people are still doing it.
Yeah, exactly.
If the number of people that do get away with it is zero, people would have stopped doing it.
If I get away with it, I tell you that it's easy.
It's easy.
So you want to do it. Anyway, so sad. Now, we move on. We'll come to Ogun State. Now, the Ogun State government has taken steps to support and empower over 30,000 farmers by organizing them into clusters, providing subsidized agricultural inputs, and offering continuous training on best farming practices. These efforts, the state government said, are aimed at boosting the production of crops such as rice, maize, and cassava. Commissioner for Agriculture and Food Security in the state, Bulo Owotomo, highlighted the government's commitment to enhancing food security and supporting farmers through the Ogun State Farmers Information Management System in partnership with IITA. He said that currently 60,000 farmers are registered under this system, with plans to enroll an additional 100,000 before end of the year. Okay, now another good one from Ogun State government.
Hopefully we'll be able to afford yam again. I don't know why it's always yam for me here, maybe because I miss yam already.
Well, I can't even remember last time I ate yam.
I think that's the situation right now. Lots of people.
Has it become that expensive?
It is now that expensive.
A tuber is how much?
It's about between 5,000 to 7,000 naira.
A tuber?
Yes, please.
Oh, yeah?
Yes. One tuber.
Irrespective of the size?
Yes, just one.
Just one?
Yes, please. So you're buying 3 tubers of yam for like 20,000 naira, 25,000 naira. So imagine you have a family of 4, 5, and then you get to start slicing the yam, and you have to cut out some parts that are bad.
What happens to pounded yam? That should be extremely expensive now.
Very, very. No, I think people will just buy pando. Even the pando.
The pando, yeah.
Is it affordable?
Is it affordable?
That's another question. And then let's talk about beans being more expensive than rice.
Than rice.
I think this is the first time I am getting to see that and experience that beans is more expensive than rice.
Anyway, you don't have a problem. Somebody gives you the money to go to market to buy, you know. So, it's just for you to wait for the young man, you know. He gives you the money and you go to market. In our own case,
okay,
we are condemned.
I will reserve my comments, brother. I reserve my comments. The Nigerian Senate has strongly denied allegations suggesting that it is involved in determining the salaries or receiving special official packages from the presidency. This claim, which reportedly emerged during a visit by members of the House of Representatives to former President Olusegun Obasanjo, has sparked widespread public debate. In a statement released by Senate spokesman Yemi Adaramodu, APC Ekiti South, in Abuja, the Senate described the allegations as an attempt to crucify the legislature by the centurions of political hypocrisy. Adaramodu stressed that no senator has received any financial patronage from the presidency. He clarified that the constituency projects often linked to the legislature are merely suggested and nominated by senators, following practices common in all democracies worldwide. Okay, these allegations denied. Okay.
Who raised the allegations?
And then were you expecting that the allegations would be accepted?
No, it won't.
And they will take responsibility
Chief Olusegun Obasanjo.
If truly this actually happened?
Former president. Well, I don't think Obasanjo will talk without knowing what he's talking about. Former president, civilian president, you know, military head of state, you know, elder statesman, you know, global president. You know, well, I don't know. I really don't understand. But again, too, we can't be too sure. You know, but anytime Obasanjo speaks, you know, just be sure that there will be ripples. You know, I think this is one matter that will really generate a lot of reactions
and comments, yes.
Anyway, let's move on.
We have to do more than just denying. We need proofs.
The Nigerian government says it will soon commence disbursement of the 150 billion naira presidential palliative program to manufacturers and micro, small and medium enterprises. The Minister of Industry, Trade and Investment, Doris Aniete, disclosed this in a statement through our spokesperson, Telfa Giado. Aniete said over 700,000 applicants have applied for the scheme so far. She explained that for manufacturers, for loans up to 1 billion naira, applicants must choose between working capital or asset financing, maintain at least a 6-month business corporate banking relationship, and provide additional documentation as required by the bank. Okay, so 150 billion naira to manufacturers and MSMEs.
I'm a bit quiet because I actually own a small-scale business, and I know what it means to run a business in Nigeria right now. It's quite expensive to run business in Nigeria because of cost of living
and because of cost of production too.
Production, yes.
But I think one thing that we must mention is the stable supply of electricity. I don't know, in some parts of, I don't know if it's the same in all parts of Nigeria.
No, most manufacturers are already going off the general source of electricity. Because if you really want to take your business serious and you want to be a manufacturer, you want to produce, you have to go through that route. You just have to.
That also has to be factored into.
That also will be factored into whatever products they would be manufacturing.
Cost of production.
Exactly. So that is why it's quite expensive. So, you know, but yes, it's a good one, having to give them these incentives, these monies, just to encourage them and to help them produce more and get better at whatever it is they are doing. It's a good one, really,
Anyway,
from the federal government.
You have another one with you?
Yes, please, I do.
Yeah, okay.
The Independent National Electoral Commission, INEC, has identified electoral offences as one of the major threats of to free, fair and credible elections in Nigeria. The Commission noted that electoral offences also increase political tension and trigger violence. This came to the fore in a paper presented at a one-day engagement with youth groups in Edo State and the role of youth ahead of the September 21, 2024 governorship election. One of the major hurdles against the effective prosecution of electoral offences is the abject inefficiency of criminal investigation in Nigeria. INEC. We already know these things, really. We just want to see solutions. We want to hear, what are the solutions? What are those things you're putting in place to make sure that we have a free and fair and credible elections? That is exactly the answers we need.
Having credible elections, is a function of so many factors. You know, it's not just about electoral offences. You know, electoral offences are committed sometimes during the election, after election, or before election. But there are other deeper reasons why,
you think INEC do not know these things?
They do know, but again, it's not also for INEC to correct. You know, what about the issue of the values that we place on public offices? You know, why do people go to public offices in Nigeria?
Okay, what about the parts that INEC can actually correct? What about the ones that they can actually correct?
INEC has been trying to, I think they've evolved and they've done some things in the past few years. There is now, electronic voting. We've seen it in Nigeria, you know, beyond some printing now.
You are talking about the D-Day, that particular day where you get to vote. What about before the D-Day? How do you get your PVCs?
Well,
you get to the centers where you collect your PVCs and you see multitudes of people, and you're even discouraged. Well, you cannot even queue. Getting your PVC is like, I don't know, fighting for, I don't know.
Too bad.
It's too bad.
INEC is a function of our society, so
exactly.
It's got to be that way. Anyway, let's move on to the next segment of the program, and that's Pep Talk with Dr. Shogo. This morning, we're talking about 3 strategies of winning, and so we'll be right back shortly. Stay with us.
My name is Dr. Shogo. I am salt, light, and honey. Yesterday is gone, but you can use today to create a better tomorrow. To become successful at something new, you must grow into someone new. Welcome. My name is Dr. Shogo. It doesn't matter what you're going through. I want you to know that it will work for your good eventually. And I'm excited to connect with you today. Without wasting much of your time, I would like to share 3 strategies that will ensure you win this week. Be intentional about injecting novelty into your life. Be intentional about injecting novelty into your life. You see, we tend to get stuck in our routines and set in our ways. We get like, this is how I do it, this is how I will always do it. Now, from time to time, it is very beneficial to inject the new, something new into our lives, something beyond the norm. What does this do to us? It expands our mind and it enriches our lives. Ladies and gentlemen, be open-minded, experiment, eat something different, try a new activity, learn something new, spice your life up with a pinch of novelty. Don't be rigid. I tell people that goals don't change. Strategies to achieving your goals can change. Be flexible, be open. We live in a world that is evolving. So if you don't move, you will be removed. One of my mentors used to say that being current is the currency of life. So always find to put something new into your life, to inject new energy into whatever it is that you're doing. Working hard on trivial tasks is a waste of time. Working hard on trivial tasks is a waste of time. Listen to me, you can sweat but make no progress. You heard me very well. You can sweat but make no progress. You can engage in activities but experience no productivity. A lot of people are making noises without making impact. It is not only about working hard, guys. You must also be working on the right task. Tasks that add real value to your life and that of others. Therefore, it is very wise to examine your life and make sure that you invest your time and energy on valuable tasks and activities. Don't major in minor in your life. Always major in major. Bad habits bind you, they must be broken. Let me tell you this today. Bad habits are like chains. They bind you and impede your progress. Worst, some bad habits are so destructive that those chains are tied to you on one side and tied on a big rock on the other side, and that big rock is thrown into the river. See, those habits are sinking your life and bringing it to the bottom of the river. You must break the chains and free yourself before it is too late. You cannot move forward with a bad habit. Somebody said bad habit is like a flat tire. It cannot get you anywhere. You need to be intentional about your habit, because your habit must be in alignment with your goals if you want to achieve in life. I would love to hear from you. I would love to hear from you. You can connect with me personally. Do have a beautiful day, and God bless you.
Right, that was Dr. Shiko with 3 strategies of winning on Pep Talk this morning on Morning Flakes on New Dawn on Ogtv. Okay, now we look at the papers, and we have 4 of them for review this morning. We'll start with the Punch. The Punch says Dangote Petrol marketers wait as delivery date extended again. Refinery needs 15 cargoes for September, only 6 cargoes supplied. Well, this wait is becoming endless. Dangote Petrol marketers wait as delivery date extended again. Don't forget that you can also call us while this is on. Let's hear you on any of the headlines we bring to you this morning. Hunger protest, police begin trial of 1,135 detained demonstrators. ICPC arrest top NACON officials over 90 billion naira Hajj subsidy. 90 billion naira Hajj subsidy. That's huge. Let's move on. The Nation.
Yes, please. The 3 billion naira fund, the Nation newspaper, please. Thank you. 573 billion naira fund. Presidency replies governors. Lawmakers slam Obasanjo over salary fixing claim. And also price court, more trips in Lagos, blue rail line, red line yet to take off. Ladoja bows to receive beaded crown as Otun Olubado. NLC rejects police explanation and action as its headquarters. And that's it on the Nation newspaper. Please get a copy to get more stories.
we look at Vanguard now. Vanguard has on its front page, I should take this one first and foremost, show of shame. 9 billion naira wasted, 88 athletes, no medal. I don't know if Laura agrees with this.
No, I do
but
not.
I disagree with this totally.
It's not a waste.
I don't think it's the money, you know, invested on our team to the Olympic Games is not wasted. If truly we understand the value and the import of sports. But that is in the opinion of Vanguard newspaper. Show of shame, 9 billion naira wasted, 88 athletes, no medal. That's not the biggest headline here, but it's one that catches my eyes first and foremost there. Now let's go to this one. End blame game, halt bad policies. Labour Obi, Lukman tell Tinubu. Okay, monkeypox, FG directs travelers to Nigeria to fill health declaration form. 10 die in Abia truck accident, 25 missing in Sokoto bus mishap. Senate to Obasanjo, your claims that we fix our salaries, allowances uncharitable. That's from Senate to former President Chief Olusegun Obasanjo. Okay, look at the back page of the paper for more sports stories. And this is where the story of the fallout of the 2024 Olympic Games, according to the Vanguard, is located. Show of shame, 9 billion naira wasted, 88 athletes, no medal. Still on the back page of Vanguard this morning. And of course, we have the medal at the end of the games. The games came to a close yesterday, and USA expectedly won with a total of 126 medals, followed by China and Japan. And Nigeria had no medal. Algeria actually came first among the African countries at the games with 3 medals, followed by South Africa, Ethiopia, Egypt, Tunisia, Botswana, Uganda, Morocco, and the rest of them. Back page of Vanguard has all this. Okay, we'll move on to Tribune now.
Okay, on the Nigerian Tribune, demand for 2014 CONVAP report resurfaces as Afenifere Pandef others dissect the Patriots' proposal. Demand for 2014 CONVAP report resurfaces. Key players kick as unviable state-owned airport litter Nigeria, and reps more legislation on devotion of power to state. To move domestic, commercial water and irrigation, power to concurrent list. And also about Seaport. Seaport charges scaring importers from $1.5 billion Lagos-Ibadan cargo rail. Ensure full implementation of import duty waivers on drugs. NMA tells Tinubu. And also we have this story, poor allocation of resources for the killing nation's education sector. Poor allocation of resources for the kills nation's education sector. Guess where this is coming from? This is coming from ASU. Remuneration, lawmakers knock Obasanjo, say allegations are false. With a rider, stop lecturing Nigerians on corruption, Olubo tells ex-president. And also, CBN's non-redemption of $2.4 billion Forex forward contracts grants threat to manufacturing. This is coming from MAN. And that's it on the front page of the Nigerian Tribune. Get the copy for more stories.
Okay, that was a paper review, and we are moving on. We're not getting calls, except if we want to say a few things about the headlines there. The lawmakers are attacking Obasanjo.
Why the attack? I mean, we read stories from all the 4 newspapers about them attacking him, responding to his talk about the extra money and all that. But I think we need proof.
Well, there's the need for proof, and I think there's the need for them to also come out, you know, empirically, and let Nigerians know that they don't actually fix their salaries, you know, and the allowances. But does he care? Chief Olusegun Obasanjo, he doesn't care.
He doesn't.
One thing that we know, that we have known, that we grew up knowing, I don't think cares about things like this. He has dropped the bombshell already. And
so who it may concern should just, you know.
Exactly. I think the National Assembly should come out empirically.
Exactly.
You know, to prove this wrong. You know, if Obasanjo is actually wrong. Okay, we move on, and the calls are not coming in, but just about time now for us to move on to the next segment of the program, and that's Nigerians Speak. This morning we are talking about sports betting. Have you ever done it before?
No.
Why?
Betting is not my thing. Sport or not. Yes.
So what's your thing?
A lot of other things.
Selling and buying. Let's go to the streets and ask. Okay, we have Oluwasegun calling us from Abeokuta. Good morning, Mr. Oluwasegun. Hello, good morning.
Oh, we lost that.
Hello. Okay, we lost Mr. Oluwasegun there. We lost his call. Okay, let's hope we could get him back. It would be good for us to have one or two calls before we close this segment.
Yeah, you know, there are lots of interesting headlines today.
Exactly.
Yes.
The Obasanjo
from the bombshell, from Obasanjo to the
Dangote. Good morning, Mr. Oluwasegun.
Good morning, Roger Nabi.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
Yeah, Lara Emmanuel, good morning.
Good morning, sir.
Yeah. Please, I want to be part of the program. Am I with you?
Yes, you're on. Go ahead, you're on.
Okay. What I want to contribute to concerning our national sport, that we went to Paris and nobody could win a single medal. In fact, it is a very big shame. But I won't have any cause to blame any of those athletes, honestly. Rather, the kind of player Nigerians played along with them as they were going was very bad. A lot of people were raising all kinds of manner of stuff that look at, they want to go and win medal. We are hungry. Nigeria is this. But Tinubu is not doing anything. So therefore, they will not even come back. You see, people don't even see Nigeria as a nation. They don't believe that this nation is supposed to be a part of those nations that we have names in the public. I mean, in the high places. You see, not until we change our belief concerning this country will continue to be like this. I'm not in any country. But anyway, I still congratulate all of them. They were part of the Paris. Whether they win medal or not, everybody will go back to the drawing board and begin to think what to do again to move Nigeria forward. That is my contribution, part one.
Thank you so much, sir.
That of the salary system of the Senate. You see, if Obasanjo did not see anything, he will not even say anything. All these party leaders, they have members in the House that even a lot of people don't know. Till today, Obasanjo is having his own people that he trusts that are part of those houses, both in the House of Senate and the House of Reps. So if Obasanjo will come out and tell us anything, Georgia Nabi, Lara Emmanuel, don't let us doubt him. He's saying the truth.
All right, thank you so much.
Thank you very much, sir, for your opinion.
Okay, that's the only call we can take. Our time is fast running. Mr. Oluwasegun, thank you so much for calling us. So let's quickly go to Nigerian Speak, sports betting. When we come back, it will be time for Sports Chat on the show this morning. Stay with us.
I never tell you finish. I never tell you finish. I never tell you finish. I never tell you.
I personally don't support betting. I've never done it before, and I won't encourage it, but it's a personal decision. If people want to do it, it's fine, but I don't do it and I don't support it.
When the economic situation of the country is tense and so many people have been pushed to the world, you can see, just like me this morning, I work, at least appreciably good work. Still, I'm not comfortable with the pay. So this one I took Gary and bean. So if my house or somebody's ex-wife engaged in betting, I may think it's the person was pushed to the wall based on the economic situation of the country. Okay, things are not really working well, and people are looking for means of survival. Although going to betting is a deceitful way of things, it may not actually help. It may ruin that person further. Betting will not solve the problem. It can even wreck you, may make you wrecked. It can wreck you further. So you may not be that fortunate. So making fortune in betting is subject of luck. So and luck, as it was, it doesn't come to everybody. You need to work hard. Since you work very hard to understand that last way too. So you don't assume you get things by chance. Betting is chance. So I will consider to please decide from me. So I don't like betting. I don't want to encourage anybody to go into betting.
I never tell you finish. 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 I never tell you.
Gambling is not good for even a man, because it's just like robbing Peter to pay Paul or rob Paul to pay Peter. So it's not good at all. It's not a good thing for even a man, let alone of a woman or housewife.
No. Anything concerning betting is not good. I don't do it. And I don't advise people to do it. It's not good.
I never tell you finish. 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 I never tell you.